Hi, it's Rich Trani. Thanks for watching TMCnet Editors Day, Santa Clara 2015. On our program is Sherman Skolton. He is with Obihai. Sherman, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks, Rich.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
So, I'm sure many of the viewers know your company because you make a wide range of VoIP products, gateways, devices. Can you give us the 30-second overview of just where your company sits in the market and what you guys do?
Sure. We started out making analog telephone adapters, and it's not the most exciting thing to make, but it does give way to more exciting products like IP phones and something that we're really excited about, which is the management system and the cloud-based configurability and reporting that you can do around those phones once they're deployed by a service provider or managed services VAR.
So, in terms of what you're seeing in the market, how have things evolved in the last few months?
Well,
last few years.
Well, it's kind of funny because when Obihai started, we were really building out the promise of cloud managed VoIP endpoints. And really, the cloud and UC as a service has really taken off in that period of time. A lot of large carriers are investing in, from micro business to kind of mid-market solutions that are all cloud-based, and that used to not be the case. So the demand for products like what we make is just getting greater and greater. A lot of people thought that might fall off as the mobile first strategies came out there, or even the mobile only strategies came out there. But it turns out that to really make a viable cloud-based communication service, you still need hardware-based endpoints.
So that's good news. It's good news for you guys.
Yeah, it's good news. The main driver, though, for new products in the space is really monitoring and ensuring, I guess maybe what it comes down to is the service level agreement that the service providers have with their customers. There's still, especially again in this kind of mid-market and micro-business space, I think people really need reassurance from their service provider that they're going to stand behind their service. And so that usually comes with a service level agreement. And so the service providers come to us and say, well, how are we going to help, how are we going to ensure that we can back up what we say? And we're providing them tools through cloud-based management and reporting to be able to do that.
That's great. Now, you also have a few lines of business now, right, in terms of...
Yeah, a lot of people know Obihai because we're one of the most popular products, one of the most popular telephone products and voice over IP endpoints sold at places like Newegg.com and Amazon.com. And that's really because the BYOD aspect of voice over IP has really taken off as well. And I think they kind of go hand in hand. We've got cloud-based service providers that are really moving into the small business and the medium-sized business space. No longer are businesses seeing that they need to have a premise-based communication platform, and they really don't want that anymore to take advantage of all the things that the cloud-based collaboration has to offer. But then that's also kind of trickled up and trickled down into the residential and the very first time that a business ever bought a phone, and that's where places like Amazon and Newegg become, the go-to spot. I mean, if you're starting a business, where are you going to go buy a phone, right? You're probably going to go to one of those sites, and that's where a lot of people have found Obihai. And we've made it really easy to configure a service on your device and expand on that based on partners that we work with that use their services along with our products.
So what are you seeing from a competitive standpoint? Who are the biggest competitors in the market?
Well, the biggest competitors are kind of the usual suspects in this space. It's really Polycom and Cisco. And given that a lot of the engineers at Obihai and product management, including myself, kind of cut our teeth in those worlds, we really know what those customers are wanting. And we're seeing good traction with service providers that may have normally gone with solutions from those companies. They're really looking at Obihai now as a real innovator. I was just thinking about where this equipment is manufactured and designed and developed. And although almost everybody is manufacturing their product, somewhere in the East, in China or Southeast Asia, there's really only 3 companies now in the United States and Canada that headquarter their engineering and their development and their design here in the U.S. And Obihai is one of those.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
That's differentiating.
Well, I think that a lot of the investment in the UC as a service and cloud collaboration products is here in the U.S. I think that there is a really healthy entrepreneurial environment for bringing to market products. I mean, the market's ready for it. The engineers are here to develop it, and then the endpoints that are kind of one of the ingredients that really make these services tick with the end users. Having the design house and the development here in Silicon Valley, for example, really gives us a competitive edge over, say, somebody that doesn't have that luxury.
So what's next for the company?
Well, we're going to continue to expand on our roadmap. A lot of it does have to do with the cloud configuration and cloud management of these devices. We're also doing some really interesting things in BYOD. As you probably know, in working with all the people that have come through this industry, one of the most expensive capital expenditures that a service provider makes, or actually even an enterprise makes when they deploy a communication system, is in the endpoints. All these hundreds, thousands of endpoints really add up.
Sure.
And so there's both that's a capital expenditure. And so this is kind of where we're seeing some interesting things from service providers in how they want to pay for the endpoints and what they want the endpoints to do. And again, this is kind of where providing that next level of innovation with the phone adapters even. Making fax work better. Believe it or not, people are still faxing. Making the product work better with point-of-sale systems. Making it work better with security systems. And then the phones, obviously, making the phones work better with, again, that mobile-led sale to the end user. So a lot of these service providers are developing apps. We're able to make the phone act like the app or be a great companion to the app. And, that's kind of where we're seeing the products moving. So it's not the desk phone is a soon-to-be extinct dinosaur. It's really a accessory, or you could say it's a companion